I worked for a great man by the name of Wally Malafua in Oceanside, California. I was a young Marine at the time, and Wally was a teacher at Oceanside High School. Wally formed this group called the Guardian Angels, and he invited me to be on that team. It was a security group, and so we did security for high school basketball games and football games and community dances and things like that. One night, Wally called me up and he said, "I want you to go up into the hills and work this community dance." And I said, "Sure, no problem." And he told me who my partner was and where to pick him up. Along the way, I started thinking about it, and I was talking with another friend who said, "You need to be really careful when you go into the hills to those community dances because there's always alcohol and there's always a fight." Now, when we did our security work, we didn't carry any weapons. We didn't have a nightstick. We didn't have anything. We just had us, and that was it. Well, my partner was a very old Samoan. I picked him up that night, and I thought, "Wally, who in the world are you partnering me up with this time? This is crazy. If we're gonna fight, I'm all alone." So we show up in the hills at this community dance, and we take our position right at the front of the doors, and I get really stern looking. Every person that walks into that dance, I'm looking them up and down. I'm inspecting them for weapons. I'm inspecting them for alcohol. I'm looking to see if they're going to be a troublemaker, making a note, do I need to deal with that person later tonight? About 30 minutes into the event, we had a little break, and my old Samoan friend comes over to me, and he asks me a question. He says, "You want to fight?" And I looked at him like, "What?" He goes, "You want to fight?" And I said, "No, I don't want to fight." He goes, "Well, why you look like you want to fight?" And then I got his point. And I remembered looking at him and watching him. What he did was amazing. He welcomed people in. He smiled. He shook hands. He was very courteous. It was an open, exciting environment. On the other hand, I was looking at people like I wanted to fight. And people were looking back at me like they wanted to fight. So if I kept going in that direction, we were going to have a fight. Well, I changed my attitude, and I started following the lead of my old Samoan friend. I started looking nice and kind. People would walk in, and we had a great evening. We had no fights. It was an awesome experience, and I learned from that experience. See, when I picked up the old Samoan friend, I thought I was all alone, and I thought I was his leader. What I learned by the end of the night, he was my leader. And as I paid attention to him, I learned a great lesson about leadership. I learned that you can control the environment just by your actions, your attitude. If you smile, if you're pleasant, if you care about people and you want them to have a good time, they will respond and you'll have a great experience. On the other hand, if you're mean and you're hard and you're looking for the worst in others, that's what you'll find.
Check us out at leaders247.com.